yards to go. The Mets is going to be an easy winner. Going into the wire. The Mets is the winner. That's Lucky Fan, but politely on the outside, now racing into the lead.
Away and running. Subscribe was slow to go. Joey Tickles breaks right on cue. Clever Tiger's right there. And Wesley Thomas sneaks on through the opening up the rail. And these three fly down the back of the track. Wild Alex came away a distant fourth in front of Chica Chuck. And Subscribe had a slow stride soon as the starter said go. Around the turn at the 3.5, it's Joey Tickles who leads the charge into the turn. Clever Tiger rides that rail. And Wild Alex is coming alive on the far outside. Wesley Thomas still on hold, but needs to get closer to the top trio. Subscribe has picked off one, and Chica Chuck's at the back of the pack. They're off the turn, they race in, and it's Joey Tickles with speed on display, but Wild Alex is poised to take that rival on. Into the stretch, Joey Tickles has led him a long way. Wild Alex is right now the only threat in second. Up the inside with nowhere to give is Clever Tiger. At the 16th pole, Joey Tickles is giving plenty. Wild Alex is chasing, but chasing in vain. Joey Tickles is home first over Wild Alex, Clever Tiger, and Chica Chuck. Away and running. Good speed for the favorite Binoche, but there goes the speed of Jimmy the Book and also Lizzie's Red Velvet, and on the wide outside, Bear Grease stacks him up 4 across the track, and the pace is swift. Susie Q the Queen came away 5th in the opening furlong in front of Ruby Dooby Doo, and Expect a Circus, longest shot on the board, is last of all. Still a 4-pronged attack up front, and Binoche leads the charge, but it's only a neck with 4 furlongs to go. Bear Grease is right there, hounding that speed every step of the way. Lizzie's Red Velvet backs off the speed to be a length and a quarter down from the tearaway leaders. Susie Q the Queen stays at the rail. Deep on the course is Jimmy the Book, and second last is Ruby Dooby Doo. They're going midpoint of the one and only left turn. Binoche continues to lead the charge, and Bear Grease is making her work hard for every single step as they turn to the top of the stretch. Binoche is in for the fight, but so is Bear Grease, and Ruby Dooby Doo has a hot chase to pace and starts to pick them off one by one. At the final furlong marker, Binoche is crying out for the finish line with a 1-length lead. Ruby Dooby Doo continues to charge late. Binoche is still holding. Ruby Dooby Doo still chasing, but chasing in vain. Binoche is home first over Ruby Dooby Doo, Susie Q the Queen, and Bear Grease. Riders. Away and running. Standing still in the gate was 7 Grunion. The 9 in Trust almost lost the jockey coming out of the gate. Maybe it's time. Break sharp. Chasing the speeds of gray. All I worship and adore. And practically mine is right there while Factum Lovestyle rides that rail. El Buffalo is already 6 lengths down from a tearaway leader, which is maybe it's time. A stack of 3 behind them, including Mulsanne and Grunion. Second last is Word for Word. And in Trust had a terrible beginning. Around the first turn they go in this slow-paced affair, and maybe it's time leads the charge past the stick and shows the way by a length and a half. Practically mine's in the middle. All I worship and adore is 3 deep at the 5.5, and Factum Lovestyle rides that rail. There's a massive divide back to El Buffalo and Mulsanne. The last 3 markers include Grunion, second last in Trust, and Word for Word is last of all in a well spread out field. Maybe it's time has had things all his own way. The lead's only 1 measured length. Factum Lovestyle is sent up against the fence to take that second spot away. Practically mine 2 lengths off the leader in third. All I worship and adore comes under a ride in fourth. El Buffalo starting to gain momentum in fifth in front of Grunion, Mulsanne, second last Word for Word, and in Trust wanted no part of this today. 2.5 furlongs to go. Maybe its time is slipping away from the opposition. The lead is 2. Factum Lovestyle chases in second. Now Grunion's closing in sweetly. El Buffalo has had a wide trip and they're into the stretch. Maybe its time is nursing a 2-length lead. Factum Lovestyle is chased throughout. Grunion now trying to pick up a third place check, might move into second, but maybe it's time still leading the charge at the 16th pole. Grunion does land second. Up the rail is Factum Lovestyle, and Word for Word closes into the superfecta. Maybe it's time, the 6-5 favorite, and Jatanel Ramos has won the Amateur Riders Club of America race. To beat Grunion, Factum Lovestyle, and Word for Word. Away and running. Good speed today from Bahama Channel. One from the outside, My Redemption shares second. Flat Out Flying stays at the rail, and Golden Spoke is wide at the 15/16 pole, and Exit Right is right there too as they go around the first turn. So a very wide trip for Golden Spoke, but the lead is held by Bahama Channel, and Exit Right has a run of the race today, now sharing second with Golden Spoke. A length and a quarter down from the trio of speed includes Flat Out Flying, and his teammate is My Redemption, who's one path off the rail. So Bahama Channel emerges from out of the crowd and shows the way by only 3/4 of a length, but Golden Spoke is right there keeping that runner honest. My Redemption showing a slower pace now gets closer, and so is Flat Out Flying, and Exit Right has been relegated to the tail, but you can toss a blanket over them. There's only 2 lengths to cover tip to tail, passing the 4 furlong pole. Bahama Channel continues to show the way, but is hounded intently by Golden Spoke, and My Redemption is right there in a position to challenge. Exit Right is poised to pounce on the trio of speed, and Flat Out Flying comes under a heavy drive as they round the bend. Bahama Channel went too fast too early, and the first one to make the move is Golden Spoke. My Redemption wide, and Exit Right gets a couple of niggles to stay with the speed. These are the 3 players off the turn. They race for home, and here comes Exit Right with that mid-track charge. The Poconos in front. front. My Redemption tries the counter in second. Golden Spoke has no more to give. Bahama Channel flat as a strap. Flat Out Flying closes into the trifecta spot, but exit right. Sawed off the pace and rolled past them all. When in the gate as the favorite, you got 7-5 when everything was said and done. My Redemption was second once again, and Flat Out Flying was third. Away and running. Slow to go is Luis Brooks. Good speed today from Unbridled Sass. The rail belongs to She's Just Quality, and Reaching Stride is right there too. The gray Ojitos Bellows covers up a lot of ground, including More Than a Storm, and Filter Lights deep on the course. So they move in front of us with a lap to go. She's Just Quality leads, and there's no pace on. Unbridled Sass is in that second place position, and Reaching Stride saves ground against the rail. Ojitos Bellows is now in the 3 path with 6.5 furlongs to go, and up the inside is Xavier. In between rivals, More Than a Storm, 3 paths deep is Filtered Light, and the last 5 include Constitutional Rage, who's pulling hard under the jockey's hands in front of Magnificent Pearl. All the way May passes those two. Second to last is Louis Brooks, and Early Rose is at the back of the pack. They go to the 5 furlong sprint point, and the leader continues to be She's Just Quality. Leads by 3/4 of a length, but Reaching Stride is right there, glued to her every single move, and Xavier rides the rail to join third with the Unbridled Sass to the outside. Ojitos Bellows has covered a lot of ground. Filter Lights in between rivals. More Than a Storm protects the rail. Constitutional Rage has the inside trip. Luis Brooks is starting to pick them off one by one. Magnificent Pearl is still in front of Early Rose, and all the way May. Midpoint of the second turn. She's Just Quality continues to lead. Reaching Stride continues to chase. There's a quarter pile from home, and Louise Brooks is 3 wide as they swing in. Homeward bound now, and here comes Louise Brooks 3 deep on the course. She's Just Quality continues to scrape paint. Xavier is looking for the out on the white cap and battling on his Reaching Stride. Reaching Stride continues to lead. Xavier tries to come up against the rail and making inroads inside the final 16th of a mile. Reaching Stride still holding. Reaching Stride's 40-1 to beat Xavier, She's Just Quality, and Louise Brooks. Away and running to a nice even start. Good speed one from the rail from I Am That I Am. Private Network is going to keep that one company, and Paradise Pride is sent hard from gate 7, and doing it the right way gets a fast pace to chase. Deep on the track is Tiny Tin. At the back of the pack is Curlin's Thrill, and in that 5th place position is Rothgar. 7 furlongs to go. I Am That I Am is the controlling speed around the first left turn of 2, and leads by only 3/4 of a length, while Paradise Pride is on hold in that 2nd place position. position, and with the money on, doing it the right way takes the trail up the rail in that third place position. A neck down from that one is Private Network, who broke with plenty of early pace. A length and a half down. The last three include Curlin's Thrill, Rothgar, and Tiny Tins at the back of affairs. The jockey takes a look back. I Am That I Am, passing the 4.5 furlong point, and has thing all his own way. Shows the way by only one. Paradise Pride shadows his every single move from that second place position, and doing it the right way has been parked at the paint for the entire trip. Private Network is wide once again, but starts a steady advance. Curlin's Thrill is catching the eye now, as doing it the right way is starting to back up fast. Rothgar tries to pass that rival, and Tiny Tins last of all. Around the turn where Paradise Pride takes the lead at the quarter pole, but Curlin's Thrill is ready to attack that speed now. I Am That I Am set the pace and faltered at that rail, and they turned to the top of the stretch. Paradise Pride had first run. Curlin's Thrill continues to slowly bridge that divide, but that was short-lived as Paradise Pride now kicks away at even money, re-rallying into second. I Am That I Am at 11-1. Paradise Pride is in front. I Am That I Am second, Curlin's Thrill third, and doing it the right way finished fourth. For the start. Away and running to a perfect start. Isabella the Gray breaks right on cue. So does the speed of Murph, who's starting to chime in, and my thoughts under a very nice hold in that third place position. Brummagem came away in fourth. Nisi Marie is wide around the first of two turns. Near the backfield is Downtown Katie, and Mosella's last of all. 6 furlongs out from the winning line, and it's Isabella who shows the way. The lead's almost a length and a half. Murph is on hold in that second place position, and up against the fence is My Thoughts, who's a clear-cut third. Brummagem's in between rivals. Deep on the outside is Nisi Marie to grab that fourth place position. The first one to make a move is Mosella in the red on the far outside, past a couple of spots, and Downtown Katie now passes the both of them at the back of the pack. 4 furlongs to go. Isabella continues to be the speed today, and Murph has hounded her every single step of the way. My Thought stays protecting that rail position, and Nisi Marie gets a couple of pops of the crop, and this one is passed by Mosella, who continues a wide but forward bid. Downtown Katie's trying to gather momentum, and still the trailer is Brummagem. At the quarter pole, Isabella calls the shots, but Murph is poised to take her on. Downtown Katie closes 3 deep there into the stretch. Isabella with speed on display. Now Downtown Katie trying to take precious ground away. Murph has no more to give. At the 16th pole, Isabella's never been headed. Here comes Downtown Katie with a late burst, but Isabella digging deep and holding on, and it's Isabella's win over Downtown Katie. Then came Murph, and My Thoughts was fourth. Away Yan running to a nice start too. Honeycamp breaks fast, so does Ivy Way, and there's the rail speed of Normalized Deviants who comes calling for that early lead. That's a Superstar takes third away from Ivy Way. Deep on the course is Peace Pact. Up the inside is Jobs Not Finished, teamed up with Lemons and Diamonds, and the trailer's Cowgirl Hop. Three of them fight in the last of the day, and on the deep outside, That's a Superstar raises the stakes to the leader, which is Honeycamp, and Normalized Deviance backs up to be in third. Lemons and Diamonds now passes that rival, and Peace Pact is deep on the course but now lands fifth. Cowgirl Hop is in sixth, but even deeper than that in front of Ivy Way and Jobs Not Finished. The quarter pole lurks for Honeycamp, who continues the lead. That's a Superstar continues the chase. There's a massive break in the action back to Lemons and Diamonds, and Peace Pact as they turn to the top of the stretch. They're down to two, and Honeycamp now has slipped away from the opposition. That's a Superstar starts to drift out while getting leg weary. Lemons and Diamonds up the fence, and Peace Pact is holding on to fourth at the moment, but Honeycamp was asked at 1 to 5, and Honeycamp just poured it on. Honeycamp has won it over That's a Superstar, Lemons and Diamonds, and Peace Pact.